I have a track review from Finishline Performance Karting in Biloxi, Mississippi. I was down in Florida, staying in the Pensacola area, in a little town called Gulf Breeze over in Florida, and this track is a little over 2 hours from that section of Florida. If you're in Pensacola or over by Destin, there really aren't many go-kart tracks to speak of. Right off the bat, I leave this part in here because I walked through the facility. The rain had just stopped, and we were finally able to get out on the track. And so I went in. I had a puddle in my seat. Didn't really want to sit in it because we were going to go to the Hard Rock Casino afterwards, and didn't want to have wet pants. But when I walk in there, you can see, it's a nice, pretty new, pretty modern facility. It's got 2 floors. It's got an upstairs area for parties. Probably have corporate event gatherings up there. It was a pretty sizable facility. Now, it has 2 track layouts. It has the Coastal Curves track layout and another one. What is the other one called? Tidal Turns. We were racing on the Coastal Curves, which when you drive up to the property, it's in the front, and it's the smaller, I think, of the 2 layouts. There's a YouTuber out there who puts a lot of kart videos up from this. He's put some up from this track, but his are generally on the back Tidal Turns area. And I was looking forward to driving that one because I didn't even realize there were 2 tracks. But we arrived like on a weekday in the afternoon because I was on vacation, and there really weren't. They're kind of staffed low in the daytime on a weekday, so they only had staff to have 1 track open, and it was the one that I'm driving on right now. So this one is really a fairly simple layout. I'll start back over when we get back up around the start-finish line, which we're coming up to. Basically, it's just wide open all the way through. There's the finish line. So you come down here, wide open, left turn. The first couple laps I didn't realize, but you can go wide open around this for the most part. Then you have the left back here. I tried to keep it tight. I was trying to kick the back end around a little bit so I wouldn't have to go so wide on the exit. And same with that turn. That was the hardest turn to really kind of get anything good to happen. At least I thought so. And then you're back around. So it's not a long, complicated track layout, but it is fun to drive. There's plenty of room to pass, and you can change your line to pass people. Now we've got 2 cameras here. I'm the one on the left. My brother is on the right. He doesn't kart near as much as I do. But he's gotten a lot faster. I think at the end of the day, I made about like 5th or 6th place on the top times of the week. I did like a 28.6 on this layout, and he did like a 29.2. So he was only about, 6/10 behind me on his fastest lap. So he's gotten a lot better. Usually I'd lap him maybe once or twice on something like this back in the day. But he's gotten out there and hit the tracks a little more often. But I have them synced up, so right now this is the same time for both of us. We're just in different spots on the track. I went out of the pits first, so I got in front of him. And so right now, I didn't realize he'd gotten better, so I'm thinking I'm going to lap him sooner, but I'm not yet. So I'm like, I better get on it because, I wanted to get on camera a little bit so you can see how he's driving. It's always fun to be on camera, or have him get me on camera. But we had only 2 people out there. We got there that day. The prices are pretty reasonable. If you're a veteran or in the current military, they gave me a veteran discount. Hopefully it's still something they offer if you're a veteran and you come once seeing my video. So it was, I got 2 races. The first race we went out, it was actually kind of drizzling when we went out. I would not recommend that to anybody. It was basically kind of a waste of about $20. Well, it wasn't $20, but it was, probably about 14 or 15 bucks for that race. And it was a waste because it was just way too slick. But the time we're going out right now, this is maybe the first race with the track being what I would consider to be fully dry. I didn't worry about losing traction due to water being on the track, and I was surprised how fast it dried up because it was wet, maybe only about a half an hour right before we got back out here, and it's pretty much completely dry right now. So we were happy that happened because this was, like I said, it was a little over 2-hour drive to get here, and when we got here it was raining, and so we didn't want to waste the whole trip. But we had two guys out there. They were pretty fast. You know, they're just out there for the fun. They haven't really gotten into it too hard yet, but for being somebody fairly new, they were running in times about 2 seconds slower than me, which isn't too bad. Again, I was trying to give that the little quick little twitch turn to kick the back end around. It just didn't really do it that good or that well. The race was long. I don't know what the standard time for a race is. I don't know if it's like 10 minutes or what. It probably is 10 minutes. I did at least 21 laps, so it took a while. I was starting to wonder if it was going to end. And for, you know, if you don't race go-karts very often, this could be a little rough on your arms for about 21 laps. I race Briggs and Stratton, the LO206 class, just in like club races, so I do this fairly often, and I've gotten kind of used to it. But initially, I'd get done and my arms would be a little bit shaky. So now we're kind of winding on down. My camera again is on the left, and my brother is up in front of me. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll get the lapping because we're getting close to the end of the race. And he just went past the guy that's in front of me. So he's in my sights. I made a good pass here, and I just totally blow this big time. Check this out. I went to do a little four-wheeling right there, and then I hit this way too fast. I had to scrub off all my speed to keep from going in the tires, and he is back gapped out in front of me. So now I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to catch him. So basically these last little laps are me catching up with my brother. I don't officially pass him. You'll notice I get right to him, but he probably hits that finish line about maybe a foot ahead of me, and I officially do not lap him. He held me off. Even in, I think his cart started to bog down. I don't know if it was getting hot or, if it was starting to run out of gas. Sometimes you go around, if it's low on gas and you go around a corner hard, sometimes the fuel pickup will blip out and not get gas because it all sloshes to the side because of the G-forces. But I am coming hard. I'm doing all I can to catch him here. And again, these carts are pretty fast. They all seem to be pretty consistent. Whenever the guys even with less experience, I see his carts bogging down right there. So much I damn near ran into him, but he beat me to the line. So, but we can that was the end of it. We went ahead and raced out this last lap and then pulled into the pit area. So I would recommend this place, and especially the other side track is longer, more complicated. Check out Lone Wolf 1. He's got some good videos of it. So like and subscribe if you want to see some more videos. I've got plenty of reviews of other tracks on my channel and a lot of club racing on there as well. So have a good one.